We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear. If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world.
What the?
We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, and some of our home cooking.
What do you take us for, Celeste?
Have you made your choice? Will you
What the
serve under us?
Okay.
You actually have
sure.
an option?
No. No thanks.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience, even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
This is the Mastermind? She's the real Junko Enoshima.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory, or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Your face.
Huh? What about my face?
It's so ugly.
What's wrong with my beautiful face? People
It's
have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
Chihuahuas are...
I feel
What?
like this isn't the first time I've seen you. No, I do remember seeing it. I'm sure I've seen her too somewhere. It was definitely before I got to the school. Well,
First day in the main hall, was there like a flash for misremembering?
Wasn't there like...
I'm trying to remember what happened.
It's just before
magazines!
arriving at
Magazines!
Yes.
Magazine, yeah. Good catch.
That's right. It was before I ever came to the school. I remember seeing a magazine cover. And you were on it with blue eyes. Aha! Oh, wait, no, they're just gray here. Never mind.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. What you told me in the main hall when this all began.
You're talking about
I've seen her on tons of
Photoshop?
magazine covers, but I feel like that doesn't quite match up to reality. I guess this is
E.
Huh?
This is you.
Oh, you were talking about like cover photos and junk? Well, of course, those are totally photoshopped.
I knew she was unsettling from the beginning as soon as I saw this grin. Seeing it
So
just
now you remember?
yeah, like back then I saw this grin. I was like, "You unsettled me, lady."
And again, you had other people here which should probably unsettle you
That's
as
true.
well.
Byakuya unsettled me the most, I think.
Really? Wasn't Sakura?
Really?
Sakura was
It wasn't-
you know what? No, Mondo. It wasn't Sakura.
It wasn't
fair.
Toko?
No, Toko was just being like
Celeste?
quiet. Celeste, okay. I feel like in order of unsettling, Mondo was at the top because he was being actively violent. Like he actually punched Makoto out. Remember?
Alright.
Next would have been
Not at the very beginning, but
not at the very
yeah.
beginning, but in the beginning area. Next would have been Celeste, then Junko because of this grin, then Byakuya, and then I feel like everyone else would have been kind of below them because everyone after that, Kyoko would have been next, I think, and then after that,
At the very bottom was Toka. Was Chihiro.
yeah. I mean, I think at the very bottom would have been Yasuhiro, just because he was Yasuhiro, Leon, the guys who were like being friendly were at the very bottom.
Even though Leon ended up killing someone
I mean, yeah, but,
first. In self-defense, mind you, but he still kills him.
No, we went over. It was self-defense at first, and then he was like, "Well, she locked herself in the bathroom. Fuck it, I'm going in."
Actually, he was trying to calm her down, and it escalated at him stabbing her.
Photoshopped.
Yeah, you know, edited the hell and back. Like computers and junk.
Oh, so they aren't real.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along, wouldn't you agree? That explains why she didn't seem quite the same, because she was a different person all along. I'm me, and Makuro is Makuro.
And a dead body.
She tried her best, but there's no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body
This looks like a
exist.
JoJo pose.
It kind of is. Not even if they're twins.
Twins?
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Makura and I had your stereotypical twin relationship. The older sister, tough and proud, that was Bakuro. The younger sister, smart and...
Cute.
Sorry. Oh!
Me! Junko fucking Inoshima!
What the f...
And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair.
Whoa, she's a totally different person now. I don't feel comfortable standing beside her.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself.
But if you're twins, why do you have different last names?
That again? Used to have any idea how many times people ask me that shit. Maybe it's new to your dumbass, but it bores me over to tears, answering the same questions over and over. Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. As if. But I suppose I'd better explain.
Why the fuck did you change your hair suddenly? Jeez.
For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called Mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Makuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family, leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me anyway. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier possessed something of a problem. She had what I call the Three Atrocities: atrocious rank, atrocious filthy, and atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. And if I could pause here for a moment, Max, one of the Photoshop things was the bust size.
Wait, really?
One of the things that she had to lie about is because they had different chest sizes.
Did they?
Yeah.
Sorry,
this is actually more evident in a later game, but yeah, Junko has a larger bust than Makuro.
31.
It doesn't actually tell.
Like, I believe you. I just want to see how the difference is.
That one's 31 again. Remember they matched? So it proved that they were the same
This
person?
was one of the first
Right,
you had earlier.
but in our report card, what it's using is like the fake Junko stuff, probably.
Exactly that. So that's
Yeah.
still Makuro's stuff. I'm saying if you put the sprites side by side, it's obvious.
Yeah, you can even tell from here.
Yeah. So yeah, that's one of the things. That's why she was like, "Oh yeah, Photoshop, totally." That's why.
Also, I can't tell if she has bigger or smaller ones than Hina.
About the same size.
Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you decided.
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines.
Yeah, I
Being the
played my
utter
role
disappointment
perfectly.
that
Shut
she
up.
was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored. I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know. If I'd planned everything out and knew just what was going to happen, that'd be so boring. So, I changed things around just a bit and decided to use Makuro to make a little point.
In other words, Makuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal. Just as I suspected. When Makuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody. Huh? This wasn't supposed to... Like... me.
She did say that, didn't she? Jeez.
Uh-huh, so you figured it out. Well, you're right. There's no way Makuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How could you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister! How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her. That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Geez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know, so we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope, I felt despair as long as I can remember, like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair.
Wait,
So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
I can do anything.
So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it?
World revolving.
That's not true at all. We were twins. How could I not be sad? That's
Are
why
those
it gets
mushrooms
me
going
so
overhead?
excited.
Huh?
Killing my precious sister with my own two hands. The act is filled with so much despair you can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like a super, 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 super despair. No more than that.
Okay, so she gets off from despair.
Saddest we ever.
Oh,
Super,
jeez.
super, 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 super despair. It just feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Thank you for saying the first sensible thing you've said in a while.
I mean, hey, give him credit. He was the one who pointed it out. Is there really only one ultimate despair? Because we got these photos.
He was the first one who brought it up. Everyone else was like, I also have this.
Yeah, but he was the one who brought it up instead of everyone else just being awkwardly quiet.
I guess that's fair. And my sister, too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else. She must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous. I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
You know, there was there was a scene between the animes.
There was what?
A scene between Junko and Makuro in one of the animes. I can't remember which one.
Let's not spoil it.
Fair enough. Turning your own despair into some kind of abnormality doesn't get into this.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts.
You're saying I don't compare to some lonely beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human?
No.
No, I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Edgeworth's way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
Huh? Don't you mean had that noble blood?
I will stab you.
What did you just say? What do you mean by that? You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow. You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away.
It's been past 5 hours. Jeez, it's longer than I thought it would. Oh, you talk about our memories.
I told you it was going to be a while. You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer, so how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories, then you can start gloating.
Damn straight. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries. And then we'll have our victory.
I can't wait.
Alright, let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
When the group pictures were taken and those interviews, it must mean... I got it. It must have something to do with our entrance exams.
No fair! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
Thinking back to what Monokuma's told us, the memories that were stolen from us and what they must be related to. The motive... He said the motives, right? Or she, I guess.
I think so.
I think so. Hey, we're back up to 5 hearts.
You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
A theme?
Yep, you got it. So my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
The theme for the motive Monokuma gave us for the first murder. Monokuma gave us those DVDs. On my DVD was footage of my family, and Sayaka's was her and her friends. They had a dream they all shared. So for the first murder, the motive we were given was...
Human connections?
Yeah,
International relations.
It back over the entire game.
I hope that's the case. I'm honestly looking forward to it. The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it!
Yeah, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval. Okay, time for the next question. So what was the theme for the second motive?
For the second murder, the motive's theme...
Secrets?
Well, let them talk. That's when we got those weird envelopes from Monokuma. Because also, they're going to remind us what the motive was, so then we can figure out what the theme was.
Yeah, because I'm honestly struggling to remember some of the earlier ones anyway.
I guess to be... Yeah. Mine mentioned how I used to wet the bed.
I completely forgot that.
So the theme that time was the past.
I guess so. It's the only one that really makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, going by the... I guess, yeah. We know Makoto's, we know Mondo's, and we know Chihiro's. Chihiro's doesn't really fit with the past, but...
They're all regrets.
Well, they're all secrets, but... It was our past, right?
Yay, Makoto got it right again. That time the theme was... embarrassing memories and secrets, yeah.
Don't do
and
that.
The whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret. I'm going all in on this. I'm having fun.
No, the Kia just I don't like her. All right.
Look, she's giving me some exercise.
Remember when you played Celeste when she snapped? Now you get to do that again.
I don't. I actually don't.
Yeah, because it was 2 years ago.
Actually, I think that one was a year and a half ago.
Yeah, but this is one example. I was like, I hope I get to stretch this muscle in the next few games. Well, turns out this one character was going to give me about 6.
There's actually gonna be another one.
Well, let's keep.
Oh, that'll be interesting. So, how long do you plan on dragging this out? Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question.
I'm the same way in wanting to be able to stretch my voice muscles, which kind of annoys me that of the 3 characters I have at the end, besides the protagonist, the 2 I have are comic relief.
At least you had the protagonist to go on. You know he's going to talk a lot.
Yeah.
So, what was the motive for the 3rd murder?
The theme for the 3rd murder was... The reason Celeste turned to murder was... She wanted to buy a European castle and live there with a bunch of handsome men.
I'd completely forgotten.
So that time the motive for murder was greed. Yeah, it's like, here's a bunch of money!
It was like $10 million.
I don't know.
And then Byakuya said, that's not nearly enough.
It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Seek and destroy. Hell yeah, you got it again. Oh, I'm remembering this now. Goddamn straight it was money. Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Because it's been 2 fucking years. Don't worry, sweet cheeks, just one more to go. Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
Pretty sure I already know what this one is. The motive in the case of Sakura's death was... What was it that made Sakura decide to kill herself? It had to do with Monokuma exposing Sakura's secret. So the theme of the motive in that 4th case was... I would have chosen revenge.
Is it blackmail or secrets? I think it's blackmail.
I would have said
I think
betrayal.
blackmail.
Blackmail?
Blackmail because he was holding her family dojo hostage.
Nope. Monokuma blackmailed over to get her to kill us!
Hey, what you call blackmail, I call doing business. Seriously, you just don't get it.
Oh, that's right. He had us all thinking that she's going to betray us. That's what. My bad.
Yeah,
you're right, Max.
I said it was betrayal. But when I get outvoted, I have to go with the.
It's either betrayal or secrets. One of the 2. I think it's betrayal. Yeah.
Hey, you got your heart back.
In her case, it was betrayal.
Precisely. You see. Once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards.
Like the gym going all warpy.
They're on drugs, man.
Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful. What's the point? What's the meaning is there? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Also, yeah, for the record, if it's stopping and stuff, that's happening on my end. Like, you see that?
Yeah.
Huh.
Relationships, secrets, money, betrayal.
Can I smack that look off her face?
These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal, totally middle of the road. But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world.
Dude, that crowd disappeared.
Killers are our people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of despair.
Just as water, air, food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. 2 sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
If that's the case, then why do you feel despair? You said you never.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours? Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject? If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope? Plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway.
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope. What are you talking about? If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings would have never taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave this is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Correctamundo. Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to grow, to feed your despair. Go on, just continue. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
What the hell?
Huh? Really?
Then hurry up and tell us.
Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing.
Is that what those TVs behind us are for?
I'd like for you to see the outside world.
The outside world? You mean the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen.
Now, are you interested in what I have to say? You want to see what's out there? I want to see too. See your faces sink into despair. Now then, open sesame. Behold the world beyond the school walls. This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
You think there's a voice modulator in the back of my...
Welcome to Monokuma World.
Give me a moment.
Are you trying to pick a jaw up off the ground? So what do you think, Naegi? Or is he still not here back? I don't know.
He said one moment. I imagine he's either restarting the recording or taking care of something.
That's fair.
Alright. What the?
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense.
What am I looking at?
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
What you just saw. All of you should recognize it.
We should Recognize it? What about it should we recognize? The Monokuma head, probably. This whole thing is insane.
That world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall. Better kick your brain in the ass, cause it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, cause now it's time for the final class trial.
Are we gonna get a save?
No.
Damn it.
Oh boy. Alright, let's see what this says. That's a long one.
Come on, bitches, remember or die. What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing!
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? This is another one of your practical jokes.
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
If nobody can remember anything, this is the end of us all? What?
It was, I don't know. They've been doing
Something
that a lot.
about chocolate? What?
I know what to do here, though.
Genocide Jack's memory.
Right at the end.
Well, not right at the end, right before the...
Nice shot.
That's a
Right.
marksman for you.
Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
The other Toko. Genocide Jack.
What?
The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one's personality is forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have. Toko is important.
What do you say, Toko?
Does that bug you? Toko is important to the end of this game.
I mean, Toko's not important, it's Jack who is, so...
Okay, that's true, I guess.
By the way, Max, what were your thoughts on Monokuma World?
I want to know how the hell that got set up.
Fair enough.
All I'm gathering so far is that Junko, just a fashionista, a fashion model, and Bakuro, like, ultimate or not, a single individual soldier, the two of them were able to conquer the world.
Sure seems that way.
I'm just wondering how.
I mean, Ultimates can do crazy shit, but...
I will say, I am pretty much gathering the idea that I'm pretty sure we're, like... We lost memories of, like, actually being here at school is what's going on.
I guess we're gonna find out.
Are
I
you
don't
telling
know,
me
Rick.
to
I don't
switch
know past
places
this
with
point.
Sorry, what?
her?
I said I don't know anything.
Well, I'm just saying because it's like the... It's like, we found Hiro's stuff up here, and Kyoko says she never talked to her dad, but she did hear in this, and we don't remember these videos, and we don't remember these photos, and earlier on, Kyoko and Sakura said stuff like, you did something to my body, maybe just like a year or two passed or something. Also, there's the fact, like, the tragedy happened 1 year ago, but none of us heard anything about it.
Do you think they were here when it happened?
I think so. I'm thinking the tragedy is probably whatever they did that conquered the world, and then the ultimate students were like, here, stay in the school, you'll be safe. Or
And
something.
then Junko got in.
Well, maybe Junko was already in and they didn't realize she was part of it.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, there were those pictures. No, absolutely not. That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity.
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
Dun 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 dun! It's me, your friendly
You're friendly.
neighborhood serial killer.
Well, she just gave in like it was nothing.
I'm
What
going
do
to
you-
ask you a question. and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the Mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet ya.
Ah, nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen!
Aye, aye, Roger. You got it, Captain.
Oh, my name's Hero.
Jack is
Captain
actually fairly
Hero.
amicable. Other than the fact that she might murder you.
If you're a cute boy.
Oh, I actually missed that third picture.
Oh, you missed the mob with the Monokuma faces?
Yeah, okay, that could explain what happened then. There's more than just these two. They're just the leaders or something. Well, leader and the other one died.
Well, does it look familiar? I don't have all the details, but of course it does.
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do.
So you didn't lose your memory after all. Then why didn't you say something earlier?
I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know.
Are they gonna comment on that? Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world! Good.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Edgeworth? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
The tragedy.
Oh no, you seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
Just answer the question, what happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened, or if it's still happening. But it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
What?
That says nothing. Why is that phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event.
What is?
Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event. They started just calling it the tragedy. It happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say that what happened was man-made.
Sorry, I just want to look at... So we have the Sphinx, the Statue of Liberty, the Eiffel Tower. What's that one on the left?
I
Buddha.
think it's a Buddha.
Okay. God, that's sacrilegious.
Yep.
Punch!
Kaiju Monokuma.
But it was more on the level of a royal world disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is starting to lose its punch.
Hey guys, there's a sale.
Yeah, the sale is free.
There's a sale on
As a
baseball
result.
bats and white shirts.
And metal pipes.
And masks. Don't forget the masks.
And
And as a result,
and for some people, gloves.
Gotta be sanitary.
in basically no time flat. Yeah, they're practicing social distancing, don't you know?
No, that's actually why we're locked up, for forced social distancing.
The world turned out the way it did. And that's that.
That tells us nothing.
That's all there is to it? Come on, there wasn't a single concrete description in there.
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
Why does this voice hurt my throat so much? I couldn't live up to Edgeworth's expectation. To die! This is true tragedy.
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel.
Don't make me punch you in the tits.
Jesus.
Darling, you couldn't even hope to touch my tits.
Meanwhile, Yasuhiro's sleeve is slightly cut off because of the picture limits or something.
It's not even cut off. It's just there.
Like look at the corner of the sleeve. It just flattens out like it reached the edge of the picture.
Oh, son of a bitch, you're right.
Let me look real quick.
I had to lean in for that.
It like the point where the point where the tip of his sleeve touches her hair, basically.
Sort of, yeah. Huh.
Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
How could the world just end? It's the world.
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic.
He says the world, and she's in a JoJo pose. We're doing something here.
Zawardo.
No, she froze time.
Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway, so the world ending isn't that big a deal. Oh, come on now. You're just being ridiculous. Well, as long as we're being ridiculous, I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Tagami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning. What? What did you say? I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Yeah, that's what you look like.
Hey, so what do you think happened to the Tagami family,
Guys, I can't decide.
I can't decide.
I can't tell if it...
Pick option 3, my lord!
Do you think it's option... I don't know, I think it might be option 1.
I'm going 2.
God, we're split here.
Flip your 3-sided coin.
It landed on the edge.
Roll a D3.
There's a D3?
No,
there isn't.
I know, it was me pretending again.
I'm just gonna... Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm mashing S, and then when it hits the 1 minute mark, I will just click on whatever it lands on, okay? That's how we're gonna decide this.
Can we stop it at 105?
No.